It is Friday, the 9th day of December 2016. Welcome to Let's Talk Sports. We got a great show planned lined up for you today. Tomorrow is the annual Army-Navy game. These two teams meet once a year, and this time they're going to play at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. These two teams have played very well. Navy comes in with a record of 9-3. Meanwhile, Army came in with a record at 6-5. Army played very well despite a 3-0 start. After losing two straight coming off a bye, they have played very well. 6 wins on the year, looking for their 7th win. They are now eligible to play in the bowl game against North Texas Mean Green on December 27th. These two teams met at Michie Stadium in West Point. The Navy midshipmen came away with a bad 34-10 loss to the Temple Owls. These two teams meet every now and then, but Temple has played well. They are eligible to play a bowl game as well. This is the annual game everybody's going to look forward to. Everybody is going to have some fun. It's going to be a fun game. 3 o'clock the kickoff. Hopefully things will work out all right for Army as they go for their 7th win. Meanwhile, Navy is looking for their 16th consecutive Army-Navy win. Of course, going to be a lot of fun game heading into tomorrow. So you can sit back, relax, and watch Navy beat Army, or will it be go Army, beat Navy? I'm going to take the Army Black Knights. Get their 7th win of the year and close out their season. Ahmad Bradshaw has got to throw the ball, got to be careful with coverage, because Army has turned over the ball so many times, but they got to be careful. My keys to the game for Army, no turnovers. They got to play a clean, turnover-free game. Going to be a lot of fun. Now, the second key, have the running game. Of course, Ahmad Bradshaw will give it to his running back. One up for a couple yards over there, get a couple first downs, and anything can happen. And third, do not turn the ball over. The reason why they've been turning the ball over so much, they are 3-0 and then fumbling the football so many times. They got to be careful about throwing the ball into the one-color jersey, which would be an interception. Those are my keys for Army. For Navy, they have got to stop. They got to stop playing well on offense in order to get win number 10. And now, for Army, they have gone so well. Now for Navy, of course, they gotta get the passing game going. Gotta start throwing the balls. Hopefully, no penalty-free game. I would love to see penalty-free games, but it won't be that easy. And stop Army with the ground game. This has been a hard time for Navy. A tough loss last time out to the Temple Owls. Of course, they gotta bounce, and hopefully they can go 10-3 on the season. Of course, Navy will be playing the Temple Owls. Hopefully, this would be a fantastic matchup. I want to wish the two teams the best of luck tomorrow afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Of course, these stadiums will be annually. Of course, sometimes they rotate. They go to Baltimore and sometimes Philadelphia. Of course, last year Navy won 17-10 at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. And of course, they alternate, of course, M&T Bank Stadium and, of course, Lincoln Financial Field. It'll be a lot of fun tomorrow afternoon. Now let's talk about the National Football League playoff picture if the season were to end today. Of course, the Kansas City Chiefs moved up to the 2nd seed. The New England Patriots remained the 1st seed. Of course, these two teams, of course, having a lot of fun. But if the season were to end today, we would see a fairly good matchup. Of course, the Raiders and the Texans, but these two teams met in Mexico City, with the Raiders beating the Texans. Now, if the season were to end, the Dallas Cowboys would have won the division, but they clinched a playoff berth with a win at Minnesota. And of course, you got the Seattle Seahawks right behind them. They were the number 2 seed in the NFC, of course, with a record of 8-3-1. Of course, heading into Sunday's game at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Meanwhile, Dallas will be 11-1, looking for their 12th straight win as they will take on the New York Giants, Odell Beckham Jr., and Eli Manning. Now we got other teams that are in the hunt. The Eagles have to win out. A bad loss at Cincinnati. And I'm going to ask, what happened, Philadelphia? Why can't they just break their 2-game losing streak and come away with a second road win at Cincinnati? This was ugly throughout. It was a 29-0 Cincinnati lead. But then Philly came storming back, but they ended up getting intercepted. Of course, Carson Wentz was intercepted. Hopefully things will be okay heading into Sunday's game against the Skins. And let me give you my keys for the Eagles. They got to stop turning the ball over. A turnover-free game would be nice. They got to get in pressure on Kirk Cousins. That's when the Redskins come in. Of course, Redskins come in with a record of 8-3-1 as well. But Washington has got to play well. Of course, that tough loss at Arizona in the desert, 31-23. Of course, Kirk Cousins was trying to force overtime, but that didn't happen with that interception by Patrick Peterson. But of course, would be nice to see if Washington. Now, of course, Dallas, they would face either Tampa Bay or Detroit. But don't forget, Dallas will play Detroit Sunday night. But of course, we see Jameis Winston. Of course, the Saints and Buccaneers meet on Sunday afternoon. We'll get to those Week 14 games later, but let's talk about the postseason picture. We all know Texans and the Raiders play in Mexico City. But here's the fun part. These two teams, of course, in the hunt. Can the Eagles get back with a record of 9-7? Now we got 3 teams eliminated. The New York Jets were eliminated on Monday night against the Indianapolis Colts in a beatdown at MetLife. The Cleveland Browns, they are still winless, looking for their first win of the season. They will be taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. That has no playoff implications. And the San Francisco 49ers, who are 1-11, they will be taking on the New York Jets. That is the worst. Of course, the Jets only got 3 wins. The 49ers only have 1 win. The 49ers are looking to break their 11-game losing streak. Meanwhile, the Jets, they did lose 4 in a row at Miami, then the LA Rams, the New England Patriots. Of course, the Jets had a 10-0 lead, and then Tom Brady came back and start winning some games. He rallied for the Patriots for a win, and then that loss to Indianapolis, well, they did not show some good offense. Of course, they ended up turning the ball over so many times. When we come back, we will recap week number 14 of the NFL. Of course, that'll be our third segment. And we'll recap week 13, including the Eagles losing their 3rd game in a row. We'll recap all of week 13, and then we'll recap last night's game as the Raiders are looking to clinch the playoff spot in the AFC West. This is Let's Talk Sports. Please do not go anywhere. We are coming right back.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
My dream job is to run and manage my own spa one day.
To be the general manager for the Jumeirah Hotel in Abu Dhabi, Dubai.
I feel that Mercier's has prepared me very well for my future in the hospitality industry.
The kitchen is incredible.
You are planning the meal, doing all the costing and the recipes. You're in charge of everything going on in the kitchen.
They really do get you prepared, and they want to make sure that you have a job after college.
When it comes to injuries,
they're not all created equal.
that's why at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine,
Our team of doctors will coordinate and customize your care,
to provide the best treatment options using the area's most advanced medical technology,
all with one goal in mind.
to get you back in the game,
We call life
pain-free,
drug-free.
surgery-free. That's what we do here at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine.
Get better faster.
Stay better longer.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis illustrating your cost savings. We usually uncover savings between 10 and 25%, and sometimes more. We can help your business succeed by providing reliable and secure merchant payment solutions such as merchant services programs, point-of-sale systems, and ATM machines. TCS, one of the leaders in regional credit card processing consulting, offers electronic payments to merchants locally and nationwide through our preferred vendor programs. We work to keep business costs down with a comprehensive suite of quality products, services, and customized credit card processing programs exclusively tailored for your company. TCS is convenient, reliable, and innovative, with customer service available 24/7, 365 days a year. Our in-depth industry knowledge, partnership strategy, and innovative processing solutions allow for a specialized approach to providing merchant bank processing with 100% full fee disclosure. TCS is one-stop shopping for all your merchant services solutions. Our clients save money 100% of the time. Trust Tanker Consulting Services, the knowledgeable, professional, and friendly provider of secure payment services. We set the standard by which others are measured. Call now for a free written analysis. 609-922-0201.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
And we're back as we get you ready for Football Sunday. It's time to recap the 13th week of the National Football League. First off, let's start off in Cincinnati. The Eagles and the Bengals. A bad game for Carson Wentz and the Eagles. Carson Wentz got intercepted so many times, too many penalties. This is the 5th time this year the Eagles have gotten 10 penalties or more. And of course, Cincinnati played very well. Of course, Andy Dalton was amazing. Of course, Philadelphia just did not come away with the W, and they lose their 3rd game by a score of 32-14 at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Next week, of course, Sunday, Philly is home to Washington. Meanwhile, Cincinnati will be at Cleveland. Heading up to Foxborough, the LA Rams took on the New England Patriots. Of course, Tom Brady passes Peyton Manning on the all-time wins list, number 201 for his career. He defeats the LA Rams by a score of 26-10. The Patriots go to 10-3 on the year, of course, actually 10-2 on the year, and they will take on the Baltimore Ravens on Monday night. Should be a lot of fun with that matchup. And of course, the LA Rams will take on the Atlanta Falcons. Other matchups to discuss is Drew Brees and the Saints taking on the Lions at the Superdome. It's been all Detroit. They went on to go into New Orleans, and they won 28-13. Matthew Stafford was amazing. He did very well in New Orleans. In Chicago, it was cold, and it was snowing in Chicago. Fantastic performance by Jay Cutler and the Bears, or actually Matt Barkley and the Bears. Of course, they took on the San Francisco 49ers, and the 49ers didn't even get into the end zone. They didn't even score. But a nice return was called back because of an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the 49ers. Instead of having it on 1st and goal, 1st and 10 at the 19. Should have been a touchdown for the 49ers. But instead, they ended up settling for 2 field goals. And of course, Chicago wins 26-6. They go to 3-9. San Fran drops to 1-11. 49ers will play the Jets. And the Bears will take on the Detroit Lions in an NFC North showdown. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was cold and snowy, a fantastic game between Houston at Green Bay. It was a back-and-forth game, no score after 1 quarter, but Green Bay had a 7-0 lead, but Houston went for it on 4th down and 1, tied up the game at 7. But it was Green Bay. They had a good lead. It was 21-7. But Houston rallied back, tried to make it a 7-point game, but a missed extra point cost them. So Green Bay had the lead at 8, and Green Bay did win. They won 2 in a row, including the win against Philadelphia. Green Bay wins 21-13. They will take on Seattle on Sunday at Lambeau Field. Other matchups to discuss: Kansas City and the Falcons at the Georgia Dome. Atlanta played very well, but at 28-27, 4.5 minutes to go, Matt Ryan trying to give the Falcons a 3-point lead. Eric Berry, an amazing performance. He got an interception, and he also returned a 2-point conversion. First time ever that an interception was returned for 2 points. Kansas City on the road, winning at Atlanta 29-28. That was fun. Other matchups. Let's talk about the Broncos and the Jaguars. Jacksonville just didn't get the job done, but the Denver Broncos did. But they won by a score of 20-10. That game was in Jacksonville. Fantastic performance by Trevor Siemian and the Broncos. In Baltimore, the Miami Dolphins went into Baltimore to take on Joe Flacco and the Ravens. Fantastic matchups by Joe Flacco. And of course, it was all Baltimore all the time. Flacco was amazing. He got Steve Smith Sr. You got a lot of receivers. Of course, Baltimore and Miami, they both traded interceptions in the second half. Just a bad performance by Miami. They will head home to take on Arizona. Of course, Baltimore wins 38-6. That game was at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. In Oakland, Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders took on the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo had a 7-3 lead at the halftime mark, but Oakland came storming back in the second half. Fantastic winning percentages. Anything can happen. Of course, Buffalo loses at home, actually on the road at Oakland, 38-24. Should be a lot of fun matchups. A lot of fun. And then we'll take a quick break. Of course, the Giants lost their winning streak. Their winning streak was snapped at 6. 24-14, Pittsburgh wins. Arizona beats Washington 31-23. Nice performance by Tampa Bay. They went on to win 28-21. And then the blowouts. This was all Seattle, 40-7. And Indianapolis went beat the New York Jets, who are now eliminated from postseason contention, 41-10. Indianapolis defeats the Jets. When we come back, we will recap Thursday night's action between the Raiders and the Chiefs and preview the rest of Week 14. We'll be right back on Let's Talk Sports, so don't go anywhere.
When it comes to injuries,
They're not all created equal.
that's why at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine,
Our team of doctors will coordinate and customize your care.
to provide the best treatment options using the area's most advanced medical technology
All with one goal in mind.
to get you back in the game,
We call life
pain-free,
drug-free.
surgery-free. That's what we do here at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine.
Get better faster.
Stay better longer.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis illustrating your cost savings. We usually uncover savings between 10 and 25%, and sometimes more. We can help your business succeed by providing reliable and secure merchant payment solutions such as merchant services programs, point-of-sale systems, and ATM machines. TCS, one of the leaders in regional credit card processing consulting, offers electronic payments to merchants locally and nationwide through our preferred vendor programs. We work to keep business costs down with a comprehensive suite of quality products, services, and customized credit card processing programs exclusively tailored for your company. TCS is convenient, reliable, and innovative, with customer service available 24/7, 365 days a year. Our in-depth industry knowledge, partnership strategy, and innovative processing solutions allow for a specialized approach to providing merchant bank processing with 100% full fee disclosure. TCS is one-stop shopping for all your merchant services solutions. Our clients save money 100% of the time. Trust Tanker Consulting Services, the knowledgeable, professional, and friendly provider of secure payment services. We set the standard by which others are measured. Call now for a free written analysis. 609-922-0201.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Welcome back. It is time now to recap Thursday night's action between the Raiders and the Chiefs. Kansas City played very well. Oakland, what happened? Kansas City led 21-7 at the half, but Oakland came storming back. 4th and 1, 2 minutes to go. Oakland got called for a false start. And then they came storming. Of course, Kansas City won the game by a score of 21-13. Kansas City will be home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And the Oakland Raiders will be taking on the San Diego Chargers in San Diego. Now let's recap some Sunday football action. There are 2 changes to the schedule. Chicago at Detroit. Normally that game would be a Fox game, but it's been switched to a CBS game. New Orleans at Tampa Bay. That would be a 1 o'clock game on Fox. Instead, it's now a 4:25 start time. Now let's recap. Let's preview some of the games for Week 14. And we'll start off with the game at Lincoln Financial Field. Washington and Philadelphia. Washington came in with a 6-5-1 record. Meanwhile, Philly is 5-7, trying to break their 3-game losing streak. These 2 teams met, but Philly suffered a bad loss at Washington in Week 6, 27-20. They're hoping to split the series with the Redskins in Philadelphia. Phillip Rivers and the Chargers will take on Cam Newton and the Panthers in Charlotte. That's a Fox game. Normally, if San Diego and Carolina, that would be CBS, but instead, it's on Fox. San Diego comes in with a record of 5-7. Carolina comes in with a record of 4-8. Bad loss for Carolina. Meanwhile, San Diego comes in 5-7. Could they go to 6-7 heading into next week's game at home against the Oakland Raiders? Meanwhile, Carolina at 4-8, they're really having a hard time. Of course, Cam Newton didn't play because he got a dress code violation, but Derek Anderson got the start. Carolina is looking to bounce back in this playoff race. Other matchups include the Cardinals and the Dolphins. Now, these 2 teams meet once every 4 years. Last time they met, it was in the Arizona desert in overtime. Miami comes in with a record of 7-5. Arizona is 5-6-1. Of course, Miami looking for their 8th win, trying to keep pace in the AFC West. AFC East. Other matchups we're going to discuss is the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. Now, last time these 2 teams met was in Minnesota. Minnesota comes in playing very well. Of course, that bad loss to Dallas on Thursday Night Football. Meanwhile, Jacksonville, a 20-10 loss to the Denver Broncos. I'm going to take Sam Bradford and the Minnesota Vikings. Final score will be 31-14. Of course, the Eagles' skin score is 27-20. I want the Eagles to get revenge. San Diego is going to win 31-17. Now let's talk about the division rivalry games. Cincinnati and Cleveland. When will Cleveland get their first win of the year? They're 0-12. Meanwhile, Cincinnati comes in at 4-7-1. Andy Dalton is looking for his 2nd consecutive win. I'm going to take Cincinnati. They're going to win their 2nd straight game. They're going to go to 5-7-1. The score will be 24-13. Other division rivalries features Chicago at Detroit at Ford Field. Now, these 2 teams met in Week 4, and Chicago went on to win 17-14. That game was at Soldier Field. I'm going to take Chicago, and they're going to sweep Detroit and go to 4-9, hopefully get back, or they will be eliminated. Other matchups include Houston at Indianapolis. Indianapolis has played very well heading into Sunday's action. Meanwhile, the Texans, snowy loss at Green Bay. Of course, their offense just did not get the job done. Of course, but Green Bay held on for a victory. They stopped Houston in the snow. Other matchups we're going to talk about is Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers going into Orchard Park to take on Tyrod Taylor and the Buffalo Bills at New Era Field. Pittsburgh played very well against the G-Men, 24-14. Meanwhile, Buffalo had the lead at Oakland, just could not come away with a win. They blew it. They ended up losing 38-24 in Oakland. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills. Their final score is going to be 17-7. Of course, Big Ben's going to throw only one touchdown. The defense is going to put pressure on Ben and sack him. Maybe they'll sack him 5 or 6 times. Hopefully a couple turnovers here and there. At Nissan Stadium, the Denver Broncos hit the road to take on Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans in Nashville. These two teams met last time out. Of course, Denver crushed the Titans 51-28. That game was back in Denver of 2013. Denver is going to beat the Titans. And the score, I'll say 28-3. Maybe Denver will get to Marcus Mariota. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Now, let's talk about the late game, the Jets and the 49ers. Well, hardly anybody's going to get it. Of course, the Jets and the 49ers, no playoff implications. Jets are going to win this one. Let's recap the late games of Sunday night and then the Monday night. Seattle at Green Bay should be a fun battle. Of course, most of you will get it. Going to take the Packers, win their next game. Others will get the Saints and the Buccaneers in an NFC South showdown. These two teams will meet on Christmas Eve. Anything can happen. And Atlanta hits the road. They will be in Southern California to take on Jared Goff and the Rams of Los Angeles. Sunday night, a big rivalry in the NFC East. Dallas, New York. When is New York going to break Dallas's 11-game winning streak? And Dallas is looking for their 12th consecutive win. Or will they be cooled off against Eli Manning and the New York Giants? This is going to be a Dallas-New York rivalry. Of course, New York won 20-19. Meanwhile, Dallas is looking for their 12th win. Monday night, Tom Brady is looking for win number 202 as he takes on Joe Flacco and the Ravens in Baltimore. Actually, in Foxborough. Last time these two teams met was in Baltimore. This year is in Foxborough. I'm going to take the Patriots. They're going to go 11-2 on the year. And then they will take the AFC East. Next week, we will recap Week 14. Then we will preview Week 15. And after that, a bonus one for you viewers, we'll have Week 16 of the National Football League. And after Week 17, we'll preview the playoffs, recap the rest of the football season. Next week, we're going to do a year in review. 2016, we'll recap the Phillies, the Flyers, the Sixers, and more importantly, the Philadelphia Eagles. And then we'll recap the rest of football. Week 14, we'll recap, then preview Week 15 and 16 to start off your holiday week. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for tuning in. I am Stefan Ukransky, your charming sports host. We'll talk to you next Friday on Let's Talk Sports and the Radio Vision Network. So long.
Choosing the right fence for your home or business is an important decision to make. Choose a Nello fence for peace of mind. Our family has manufactured and installed beautiful maintenance-free fence for over 50 years. We provide vinyl, aluminum, and wood fence in a wide variety of styles and colors, including